Kevin Hart broke your stand-up box office record.
What record did he break?
He said he broke some record of your box office sales for stand-up.
I don't know.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
See, I seen your stuff on social media, boy, I know what you do, but you do it for play.
Kevin Hart has built a huge name for himself in comedy, but lately people are starting to question how solid his legacy really is. For years, Katt Williams has called Kevin out, saying he wasn't just a naturally rising star. He was pushed to the top because he never challenged the industry, stayed politically correct, and followed the rules that Hollywood laid out for him. Even Eddie Murphy, who rarely comments on industry beef, recently stirred the pot. When Kevin brought up his stand-up accomplishments, Eddie reminded everyone that Raw is still the highest-earning stand-up film of all time, even though he hasn't performed in forever. It wasn't aggressive, but the point hit hard. Maybe Kevin's record-breaking run isn't quite as legendary as it seems. Katt Williams has gone even deeper with his accusations. He says Kevin's rise looked suspiciously easy, that he kept getting roles others turned down, including Katt himself, because they didn't like the scripts or what they were being asked to do. From TV shows to movie deals.
When are we, or are we ever going to see you on stage again doing stand-up?
I'm going to do it again because I got to break Kevin's new record. I got to get back on the stage because this new record that Kevin got, I got to have it back, Kevin.
Opportunities seem to fall directly into Kevin's lap, and Katt insists that's not a coincidence at all. With Murphy's playful jab and Katt's long-standing claims, a new narrative has formed. Kevin's success might come from more than just hard work and talent. And many fans believe this is the exact reason Kevin never fully confronts Katt. Katt was there behind the scenes, knows the decisions people made, and could reveal the parts of Kevin's rise that Hollywood prefers to keep quiet. The spotlight on Kevin Hart isn't just about comedy records anymore. Recently, old footage from a wild Las Vegas party he hosted for Diddy back in 2010 has gone viral again.
Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
And people are looking at it with new eyes. In the clips, Kevin can be seen right in the middle of the chaos. Dim lighting, barely dressed women everywhere, loud energy, and behavior that felt anything but innocent. At one shocking moment, a woman's hair literally goes up in flames, and instead of stepping in, Kevin and the crowd laugh it off like it's part of the entertainment. Another piece of footage shows Kevin blocking the camera from filming a certain section of the room, especially the area where Diddy was sitting, making viewers wonder what exactly he didn't want recorded. Even though nothing shown is proof of wrongdoing, the clips still paint Kevin as the one running the scene, highlighting a very different side of him from the clean-cut image he promotes today. When you put these resurfaced moments beside Eddie Murphy's remarks and Katt Williams' long-running claims, a bigger picture starts to form. Yes, Kevin has worked his way into massive success, but these reminders of questionable decisions and behind-the-scenes access raise doubts about how straightforward his journey really was.
I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full-court basketball court, a boxing ring.
His public persona is polished, but these stories hint that fame didn't come without compromises or powerful support. Fans and people within the industry are now paying close attention. What started out as harmless comedic rivalry has evolved into discussions about who gets fast-tracked in Hollywood and why. Kevin's silence toward Katt, his careful PR strategy, and the circulating party footage are pushing many to question how much of his rise was pure talent and how much was about staying on the industry's good side. Everyone is waiting to see if Kevin will finally speak up about the accusations or continue to ignore them. One thing is certain, success in Hollywood is never as clean or simple as it looks, and sometimes the truth doesn't come out until years later. Kevin Hart's climb to superstardom has always been praised as one of the fastest in comedy.
What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
But lately, more people have been questioning the road he took to get there. A resurfaced video from a 2010 Vegas bash he hosted for Diddy has sparked conversation once again. In the clips, Kevin appears to be running the show, laughing, hyping the party, and totally unfazed as wild things unfold around him. At one point, a woman's hair literally goes up in flames, yet instead of rushing to help, the room keeps partying like nothing happened. Kevin's not accused of doing anything criminal, but critics say scenes like this suggest he was comfortable in reckless environments, and the fact that he never openly addresses these incidents only fuels the curiosity about what was really going on. And that isn't the only controversy tied to his name. Back in 2013, Kevin was arrested for driving under the influence after nearly crashing into a tanker truck in Los Angeles. He later admitted to drinking that night and making a dangerous choice. In 2017, he faced one of his biggest scandals when a video leaked that appeared to show him being unfaithful. He ended up going public with an emotional apology to his wife and children. Then, years-old homophobic jokes from his early comedy resurfaced when he was chosen to host the Oscars, eventually forcing him to step down. A common pattern emerged. Kevin would deny or dodge criticism at first, and only admit wrongdoing once the backlash became unavoidable. But the questions go deeper than just his personal behavior. Katt Williams has repeatedly accused Kevin of being handpicked by Hollywood power players, claiming his career took off smoother and faster than almost anyone else in the business. While most comedians spend years grinding in clubs, Kevin showed up in Los Angeles and almost immediately landed TV roles and a starring part in Soul Plane. Eddie Murphy recently chimed in as well, jokingly reminding everyone that his own box office records still stand, subtly pouring doubt on Kevin's claims about his stand-up success. Put together, these allegations and resurfaced moments have people looking at Kevin's legacy differently. Was his rise truly earned through pure hustle, or did he get a level of support that few others receive? Fans are waiting to see if he'll ever directly address these lingering criticisms, or simply keep smiling through the storm as he always has. Kevin Hart's journey isn't just defined by box office hits or viral jokes. It's a story shaped by influence, perception, and how he handles controversy. From questionable party appearances to a career that skyrocketed faster than most comedians could dream of, every decision he's made has influenced how the public and the industry view him. People are now wondering, is his success entirely earned through skill and hustle, or did Hollywood help push him to the top? And can his squeaky clean public image still hold up as more of his past comes to light? Kevin often says he's inspired by helping others achieve success. In his conversation with Oprah, he proudly explained, "My motivation is someone else winning." But critics say that's only half the story. Katt Williams has long insisted that the bigger issue isn't Kevin's work ethic, it's the access he was granted. Katt believes Kevin didn't just conquer Hollywood, he became part of the system that controls which talents rise and which get left behind. That debate heated up when Katt spoke out about Tiffany Haddish. During a radio interview on V103, he questioned whether she truly earned her breakout moment or if Hollywood fast-tracked her into mainstream fame. He pointed out how many talented black female comedians, like Lunel, Miss Laura, and Melanie Camacho, have been overlooked for decades. Katt accused the industry of rewarding performers who fit what they want, not necessarily those who've paid their dues. Kevin responded on The Breakfast Club with Tiffany by his side. He fired back at Katt, saying Katt had been given huge chances but wasted them by not showing up, skipping press runs, and becoming unreliable. To Kevin, who prides himself on professionalism, Katt's downfall wasn't sabotage, it was self-inflicted. Katt also argued that many comedy roles Kevin landed were originally offered to him first, but he turned them down because he didn't like the stereotypes in the scripts. He claimed those opportunities only passed to Kevin because Kevin was willing to comply with Hollywood demands, including dressing in women's clothing during comedy sketches, something Katt refused to do. To Katt, that was the difference. He drew a line, while Kevin didn't. Even Monique has spoken out about feeling let down by Kevin. She says he promised to support her publicly and even reached out to Tyler Perry on her behalf. Though Kevin did try to help at first, and even loaned her money which she repaid, she felt his support disappeared once bigger Hollywood players were involved. Some fans believe he backed away to protect his relationships with industry powerhouses like Oprah Winfrey and Perry. Then came Eddie Murphy's recent remarks questioning Kevin's claims about breaking comedy records, a subtle reminder that respect from legends still matters in the comedy world. When icons like Eddie start raising eyebrows, people pay attention. So now, conversations about Kevin Hart go beyond laughter and success. They dig into the machine behind fame, networking, compromise, influence, and whether Kevin climbed the ladder faster because he followed all the unspoken rules. Some see him as a grind-first, no excuses success story. Others think he played the industry game exactly the way gatekeepers want. Either way, Kevin Hart's rise is way more complicated than the spotlight lets on, and the truth behind it is still being debated. If you want more exclusive Hollywood deep dives and celebrity updates, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next story.